will go through Senegal to either destabilize Mali or any other brother country or impose sanctions of this nature on it.
No one will go through Senegal to destabilize our sister countries. That is the Prime Minister of Senegal, Ousmane Sonko, giving assurance to the leadership in Mali. As we all know recently what happened in Mali, I was kind of like getting a bit worried, to be honest. I'm really happy today. I'm relieved after watching this video. I'm so relieved because I was getting a bit worried about the new administration in Senegal, the Diomaye Faye administration, because they were becoming a bit quiet. We are not hearing from them. But yes, today, after listening to what the Prime Minister went and assured his brothers and sisters in Mali, the support that they will continue to support our people. They will never allow Senegal to be a country where the Western colonial criminals will use to destabilize the Sahel, unlike the other countries. Then I feel a bit relieved. I want us to go and watch the full speech, the full video by our brother, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Ousmane Sonko. Come back and analyze it. But before we do that, as usual, I'm calling on you, One Africa Mission, to support our mission, the #1 Africa Mission. As we already know, our mission is all about the unification of our beloved continent and our dignity as children of Africa. As to what is happening in the Sahel, the unification of Africa have started there, just as the Prime Minister of Senegal promised. Let us all together involve in this unification of Africa process. It is our duty to see a better Africa, or to live a better Africa for the next generation of Africans. So please support our mission. Support by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, on TikTok, One Africa Mission, the #1 Africa Mission. We are on a mission until we kick Satan out of Africa. I thank you very much for coming around. Let's watch the full video. Come back and analyze it.
Reinforcing the bond between the two West African nations during a time of regional turbulence. No one will go through Senegal to either destabilize Mali or any other brother country or impose sanctions of this nature on it. Earlier this month, in response to Ukraine's claims of involvement in Mali's internal conflicts, Senegal acted decisively, summoning the Ukrainian ambassador in Dakar for questioning. This swift action underscored Senegal's commitment to Mali's sovereignty and the integrity of West African unity. Senegal Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko has distinguished himself as a staunch advocate for Senegal's sovereignty, fervently pushing back against foreign influence that he perceives as undermining the nation's autonomy and potential. Sonko's leadership is characterized by a bold stance against external pressures, particularly in matters of economic policy and resource management. The arrival of Prime Minister Sonko marked the beginning of an intense diplomatic engagement, characterized by mutual respect and a shared vision for regional stability. The discussions were marked by a profound sense of brotherhood and shared purpose. Prime Minister Mega, in his welcoming speech, praised the journey of Senegalese authorities and highlighted the numerous similarities between Mali and Senegal. He emphasized the deep-rooted relations that have historically linked the two nations, noting that their cooperation extends beyond mere diplomacy to encompass shared cultural, historical, and strategic interests. One of the most poignant moments of the visit was during Prime Minister Sonko's speech, where he expressed heartfelt condolences to the Malian people for the recent losses they had suffered on the battlefield.
Il y a quelques jours, présenté au nom du président Bassirou Diomaye Faye.
Please allow me to bow in memory of all our Malian brothers who fell on the field of honor a few days ago, Prime Minister Sonko began, his voice filled with solemn respect. I am present here on behalf of President Bassirou Diomaye, on behalf of the government, and on behalf of all the Senegalese people to reiterate our most sincere condolences. We are deeply touched. As I say, Mali and Senegal are one and the same people. We share so many things that we cannot list them all here. That is why when such an event occurs in Mali, it is as if it had occurred in Senegal.
Remercier le peuple malien pour son accueil d'aujourd'hui à travers Monsieur le Premier Ministre.
The extended talks, which included delegations from both countries, focused on a wide range of issues, including security cooperation, economic ties, and joint efforts to address external influences in the region. About 20 ministers from the Malian government were present, underscoring the importance of the visit and the high stakes involved in the ongoing partnership between Senegal and Mali. Prime Minister Sonko also addressed questions from public opinion regarding Senegal's stance towards the alliance of Sahel states, AES, and other regional dynamics. Mr. Prime Minister, public opinion thinks that more and more you are changing the discourse towards the countries of the AES. Do you maintain your Pan-Africanist discourse? Sonko responded with clarity and conviction. You know, there is something that we must avoid, and that is putting emotions at the forefront of everything. The questions that we are dealing with are extremely serious. I will never be criticized for, nor will anyone ever find, a single statement that I made before that differs from the statements I make today. Our position has been very clear from the beginning. He further elaborated on Senegal's unwavering stance against the embargo placed on Mali by other West African nations, including Senegal. When it happened in Mali, we were the first, as opponents, to denounce it, and we continue to firmly denounce the embargo that was placed on Mali by brother countries, unfortunately, including our own. I had denounced it on behalf of my party, and I continue to denounce it. As I said, under our regime, these kinds of practices will never be able to prosper, and no one will go through Senegal to either destabilize Mali or any other brother country or impose sanctions of this nature on it. This has not changed, and it will not change. Prime Minister Sonko's visit to Mali comes at a critical juncture as the region faces increased instability and external pressures. The strong diplomatic ties between Senegal and Mali are seen as a cornerstone of West African unity, and their continued collaboration is viewed as essential for maintaining regional security and promoting development. As the talks concluded, both leaders expressed their commitment to deepening their partnership with a shared vision of a stable, prosperous, and united West Africa. If we call ourselves Pan-Africanists, every Pan-Africanist must have one and only one objective: to reunite Africans beyond our differences, Sonko stated, reinforcing the need for unity. Whatever the outcome or the choices that are made, it will change absolutely nothing in our relations with each of the countries and the frameworks that will be put in place. On the contrary, it could even strengthen them. We must put emotions aside and work on the basis of concrete concerns. The visit of Prime Minister Sonko and his delegation to Bamako is a testament to the resilience of Senegal-Mali relations and their determination to work together in the face of regional challenges. The enduring partnership between these two nations serves as a beacon of hope for a united and stable West Africa, where mutual respect and collaboration pave the way for a brighter future.
Yeah, so that is the Prime Minister of Senegal. As I already said, I was getting a bit worried about the administration of Senegal because there seems to be quiet, because we know these guys are revolutionaries, especially the Prime Minister. So when the President Diomaye Faye started going to France and being a bit quiet, and especially when we had all these West African leaders paying him a courtesy call, visiting him, and some other leaders from some part of Africa, and we know those leaders, when they start visiting you, then you are in trouble. So when they started visiting him and then they're becoming a bit quiet, I get honestly seriously worried, and I know you too, you become worried. But after watching this video, after watching the Senegalese Prime Minister going to Mali to assure his brothers and sisters that yes, we are on this together, this is what we want as Africans, the solidarity. This is what we want. We would have expected the African Union to come out and condemn what happened in Mali, as Ukraine came out and said they supported it. But the African Union never did that. And even an African country, President Traoré said, an African country said they supported those terrorists to attack Mali. And yet the Ecowas never condemned it. The African Union never condemned it. Yes, so we were getting a bit worried, but the Prime Minister of Senegal has given us assurance that yes, we are all on this together. Never will they allow, or never will they betray the revolution that is going on in West Africa or in Africa. Never will they allow their country to be used as a tool to destabilize the other countries and the Sahel countries, unlike Ghana, Nigeria. Ghana, Nigeria, and Ivory Coast, they are our biggest problem in West Africa, especially Ghana and Ivory Coast. Especially Ghana and Ivory Coast, they are our biggest problem. And if we are able to get good leadership, patriotic leadership in those two countries, then West Africa will be free, and Africa eventually will be free. So yes, we thank the leadership of Senegal for coming out to give us this assurance that yes, they are with their brothers. They are with us on this fight against extremism, against Western colonial terrorists, because this terrorist that is attacking our people, even Ukraine came out to take to claim responsibility of supporting them. It was never Ukraine. It was the colonial criminals led by France that led that attack on our military. So we thank the leadership in Senegal for coming out to give us this assurance. And honestly, I don't know, I'm so happy, I'm so relieved for watching this. Let me know your thought on this particular issue about the new administration in Senegal, because a lot of people are beginning to say some certain things which I wouldn't want to go into, because I think we should give them the benefit of the doubt. Some people are saying it would have been better if Ousmane Sonko, the revolutionary guy, if he was the one leading, being at the helm of affairs. It would have been better if he was the president. What is your thought on that? You think Ousmane Sonko would have done a better job by leading Senegal to join the Sahel Alliance if he was the president of Senegal? Let me know your thought on the comment section. I thank you very much for coming around. I'm your missionary brother Dobia Anzanse. Please support our mission. We are intending to embark on another trip, just as we were in Ethiopia and some part of Kenya. We are intending to embark on another trip just to evangelize the gospel of a united Africa to our youth, especially the youth. We really need to teach them the benefit of unity as children of Africa. So please support our mission. Support by subscribing, sharing, pass your comments. Let us all together get involved in this unification of Africa struggle. Together, me and you will bring a better Africa for the next generation of Africans. Thank you very much.